Hi friends, so today is Thursday, April 16th, and today we are going to work on creating our own bar graphs. So we have learned how to interpret bar graphs, we have learned how to read bar graphs, we have learned about all the different components that a bar graph has, but now we're actually going to make one, so this will be fun. Now, it says on our bar graph, it says Jordan took a survey of his classmates' favorite team sports. He recorded the results in the table at the right. How can he show the results in a bar graph? So what we need to go ahead and do first is we have to look at the steps that we need to take. Now, if you notice here, this bar graph's a little bit different because they give us tally marks. So it says, step 1, we're going to follow these steps. Write a title at the top to tell what the graph is about. So first, I'm going to do this. So I'm going to write the title. What is my title of this graph? What should the title be? You said favorite team sport. You are correct because that's the data that I'm trying to show. Okay, so I wrote my title right there. Now, it says label the side of the graph to tell about the bars. So, first we need to do that. So we need to label here and we need to label here. So here we have the sport. So these are the 4 different sports. And then down here we have, at the bottom part, we have the number of votes. So the number of students that voted. Okay, so far my sport and my number of votes. And I know that the sport goes here because the sport is right here. And there's 4 different sports and there's 4 lines. Okay, so now I'm going to fill in all my lines. So I did that part. Now I'm going to label the bottom of the graph to explain what the numbers tell. So first I need to label soccer, basketball, baseball, and football. So those are my 4 different sports that I am writing. So I did that part. Now I need to do the bottom where it says number of votes. So if I look up here, we have the tally marks. And if we remember, if we have 5 tally marks, that equals 5. So if the last one closes the door, that's 5. So let's count. How many students like soccer? We have 10 students. How many students like basketball? 5. How many like baseball? 5, 10, 15, 20. And then how many liked football? 5, 10. So there, we went ahead and we started filling in our bar graph. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to think. I want you to figure out what is a good number that we could count by. So what is a good number? Well, the first number that comes to my head, we can count by, we're not going to count to 20, but can we count by 5s? Yes, I'm going to start at 0. So 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. Now I can just keep counting because 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay? Because I know there's too many. We're not going to have to go that far, but I'm putting them there just in case. Okay? So it says, choose numbers for the bottom of the graph so that the lines will end. Since the least number is 4 and the greatest is 14, make this scale. Okay, so now I want you to look here. For soccer, now we're going to go ahead and color in our bar for soccer. So soccer is how many? So if I look back at my chart, soccer is 10. So I'm going to start at 0 and I'm going to stop at the second line for 10. So there's my bar graph for soccer. Okay? Now I need to do my bar graph for basketball. So for basketball, I'm starting at 0 and I'm counting to what? 5. So I'm just going over 1. Okay, that's my bar graph for basketball. Now I need to make my bar graph for baseball. So for baseball, I'm going to count all the way to 20. So I'm going to go all the way across until I hit the 20 line. Sorry, mine's a little messy. But you see how I stopped? Oh, Miss Tally actually made a mistake. I went a little too far. I went to 25. You only need to go to 20. Do you see how 20 is right here on this line? If I go down, that's 20, okay? So that baseball was 20. And then last but not least, we still have football. So how much was football? We see that football was 10. So I'm going to go ahead and go over 2 lines to 10, okay? So now here I have my bar graph, okay? Now it's not perfect. I should go back through and I should color it in a little bit so it looks a little bit better. But my numbers are all correct. Do you see how my numbers are all correct? Okay, so moving on. So we created our bar graph. And we did this and we did this. So now what you're going to do today for independent work is you're going to go ahead and you're going to create your own bar graph. So this is very similar to the one we just did. I already filled in some things for you. Okay, you're going to do the bar graph number 1 and then you're going to answer these questions 2 through 4. Okay? Alrighty, my friends, remember to reach out if you need help. I am here to help you. Okay, bye.